Hi everyone, it is the end of the autumn season and I am making a retinol face moisturizer. On the website you have all the information, including the formula, with a calculator to adjust the amounts you want to make. You can also find much more details on retinol and its benefits on the website. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, avoid retinol and other forms of vitamin A. Phase A begins by mixing xanthan gum and glycerin to create a slurry. You can find alternatives to the ingredients in the written post, which is linked in the description. After making the slurry, I added distilled water and mixed it with the slurry. Retinol creams should be used during autumn or winter times because retinol makes the skin more sensitive to UV rays. Retinol can be irritating, so it is recommended to add soothing actives and humectants to the formula to create a balanced product. I also added allantoin to phase A. Allantoin has soothing and calming properties. Allantoin needs to be heated to dissolve properly in the water phase. I covered the beaker of phase A and moved to phase B. This face moisturizer is designed to be light and silky, so I chose cocoa caprylate, isomyl laureate, and squalene as the liquid emollients. In the written post, you can find alternatives. The combination of these emollients creates a lightweight and non-greasy moisturizer, with a silky feel when applied on the skin. Also, in phase B, I added cetyl alcohol, which adds to the silky texture and some volume to the final product. For an emulsifier, I used methylglucose sesquistearate. Methylglucose sesquistearate is a gentle plant-derived emulsifier, known for its non-irritating moisturizing properties. It creates a soft texture that allows the moisturizer to glide smoothly over the skin. I also used Miraca fruit wax for a natural thickener and stabilizer. It adds to the creamy texture without being greasy or heavy on the skin. After adding all phase B ingredients to the beaker, I placed phases A and B into a double boiler on low-medium heat for 20 minutes. While phases A and B are heating, I prepared phase C, the cool-down phase. As I mentioned before, soothing actives and humectants should be added to ensure the final product is balanced and non-irritating. So in phase C, I added propanediol and pentylene glycol as additional humectants to the glycerin that I added in phase A. I also used betaine powder, another excellent humectant that helps the skin to stay hydrated. I added green tea extract and cucumber extract for more soothing and hydrating properties. The written post provides alternatives for the ingredients I used. In this formula, I use mandelic acid as another active ingredient. Mandelic acid is an alpha-hydroxy acid, AHA. Compared to other AHAs like glycolic or lactic acid, mandelic acid has a larger molecular size, which makes it penetrate the skin more slowly, reducing the risk of irritation. Mandelic acid helps to reduce hyperpigmentation, fine lines, and uneven skin texture. I also used silica microspheres to add to the silky texture and to achieve a matte, non-greasy finish. And of course, in phase C, I added retinol, the star ingredient of this formula. Retinol has a natural yellow color because of its chemical structure. In this formula, I used 0.8% of retinol. If you have never used retinol before, check the written post about the recommended dosage and how to adjust the formula. Also added in phase C is vitamin E, preservative, I use Cosguard. A chelating agent, sodium gluconate. More information on sodium gluconate and alternatives is provided in the written post. I used lavender essential oil for fragrance. I gave it all a good mix and set it aside while I checked on phases A and B. Before removing phases A and B from the heat, I mixed them to make sure everything was melted and dissolved. You want to make sure the allantoin is dissolved in the water phase and that the gum is well dispersed. I removed phases A and B from the heat and combined them. First, I stirred by hand and then I used an immersion blender to emulsify. When the mixture was emulsified, I let it sit for some time to cool down. When the emulsion had cooled to less than 40 degrees Celsius, I added phase C and mixed to combine. I used a milk frother to mix it all. I checked the pH. You have more information in the written post if you need to adjust the final pH. If you just started making your skincare, please check the website for many beginner-friendly formulas and more information on pH adjustments and the basics of making lotions and creams. I added some links in the description. Retinol moisturizers help with fine lines and wrinkles. They also help with acne and hyperpigmentation. They are designed for mature skin, acne-prone skin, and people with uneven skin tone. This face moisturizer is very smooth and silky. It absorbs fast without greasy residue and leaves the skin soft and moisturized. Please check the first link in the description for the formula and all information regarding this face moisturizer.